In this video, I'm going to talk about my experience with Invisalign so far. Yes, it's true, I started my Invisalign journey. So I'm about a month into my Invisalign journey. I've been given about 36 aligner trays, and I'm estimated to be completed my complete procedure in 17 months. And in this video, I'm going to explain kind of what my decision, why I decided to get Invisalign, what my research process was like, how I chose the dental office, the orthodontist office, that the one that I decided to go with, and I'll also talk about my, the pre-surgery, the surgery or the procedure, sorry, and the post procedure process looked like. The procedure is basically, it's attaching something called buttons onto your teeth, and those are what latch onto your Invisalign trays, as you can see here. And as you can see, I also have an elastic also, and I'll talk more about that. I'll also talk about go over some frequently asked questions, some FAQs in this video. So I hope that it's, informative for any of you that have decided to, embark on the Invisalign journey, or you're on the fence on, or, part of, in the research phase of the process. So yeah, hopefully you get a lot of value out of today's video. Hi everybody, my name is Donald. I am an entrepreneur and investor, and I've made it my mission to level up on health, wealth, and happiness. Now, before I get into this video, it really mean a lot if you guys could subscribe to the channel. Be sure to hit that notification bell, so then you can get notified on all future content. As well as like, comment on the video, because that also helps to push the video to others that may find the video helpful as well. With that said, let's get into the video. I will preface any of my health related videos that I am not a doctor or physician or dentist, and always be sure to consult with your healthcare professional, physician, doctor, dentist, orthodontist, healthcare specialist, whatever it may be, in order to get actual consultation done and ensure that you get care that aligns with yourself, right? So first of all, I'll explain what is Invisalign. So I'm just gonna make sure that I don't mess up the definition here. So Invisalign is a modern treatment in orthodontics that uses a series of clear, custom-made aligners to gradually move your teeth into their desired positions. Now, unlike traditional metal braces, which use brackets and wires, Invisalign aligners are made of smooth, virtually invisible plastic material. So the question is, why I decided to get Invisalign. What was my teeth like before getting, starting the treatment? Why did I choose it over braces? I think there's a few other kind of modern, takes on the braces as well. Kind of my decision was that I kind of had a gap on my upper top teeth, and I've always kind of thought that I would try to address it, when the time is right. And so, yeah, and then so I decided to get some consultation with my dentist, and started to go down the rabbit hole of looking at, other people's journeys, and their experiences on YouTube videos, as well as, TikTok and a few other means. I also looked up a lot on Google search. And so for me, from my consultation, what I found out was that in addition to the gap, which could easily be fixed with Invisalign, I also had something called crossbite. And so, that's something that, it'd be great to also, fix at the same time, as well as some crowding within the bottom teeth, I believe. And I should mention that I actually had retainers as a kid, as a teenager, and so I can recall as a teenager I had a bunch of teeth removed and had retainers to help align my teeth, and I'm definitely grateful for that experience. it's one of those things where afterwards, you should actually continue to wear retainers to, keep the structure, but over time, it definitely changed and shifted. I would say also too, I believe that after getting my wisdom teeth pulled out, um, um, I believe in my early 20s, that that kind of also, you know, made the shifts more prominent as well. And so there was a couple things that I wanted to have addressed. Now, part of my process in my research, I found that some people mentioned that they wish they had preferred to have gone to an orthodontist rather than just a general dentist, because both can actually do Invisalign. Um, and so I decided to go with the orthodontist. The aesthetic, I believe, look would be pretty much similar, whoever you go with, but I think that orthodontists just go through that extra training in order to provide you with, things like jaw alignment and whatnot. And so I'll go over the actual definition that I found online, so then I don't mess that up. So here we go. So dentists cover a broad range of oral health issues, including cavities, gum disease, broken and missing teeth. Orthodontists, however, are dentists that continued their training for an additional 3 years in an accredited university focused only on tooth and jaw alignment. An orthodontist is a licensed dentist who specializes in the improvement of dental flaws such as overcrowded teeth, crooked teeth, and over or underbites. In order to become an orthodontist, the dentist must complete at least 2 additional years or 3 years of coursework that's specific to the field of orthodontics. Dentists or orthodontists are trained to diagnose and treat problems with alignment of your teeth. And so I felt that the orthodontist, I was always under the impression that orthodontists specialized utilizing things like Invisalign and braces, and so that's why I chose an orthodontist. I not only wanted the aesthetic improvement, but also the functional aspects as well, like improving the crowdedness, the cross bites and whatnot. Right? And so another reason why I decided to do it now is that because I was given a timeline of between 17 months to 2 years after consulting with a few orthodontists and dentists. I decided to do it now just to kind of get it over with, right? So, because it will impact your daily life, which I'll explain further into this video. But one of the key features is that deciding factors is that your teeth are forever. So it's important to treat it well. And so the earlier that you have a good regimen with respect to like dental hygiene, cleaning, brushing, all that, flossing, and ensure that your teeth are straight earlier on, the better, right? And so that was my decision to do that. And so, yeah, as mentioned, I was told by the orthodontist that I decided to go with, that it would take about 17 months. And the part of my process also in deciding this orthodontist that I decided to go with is that, I looked at their education, the years experience. I looked at their social media because I wanted to see the before and after of some of the patients. I wanted to look at their things like Google reviews. They had excellent Google reviews. They were quite active on social media. They're also what I believe is called Invisalign Platinum partners, and I believe there's also Diamond partners. I think Platinum is the highest level, meaning that the more procedures that you actually do, you get awarded these different levels, and so the higher, obviously, the better, right? And so for the most part, right? And so that's kind of the deciding factor. I also like the fact that the orthodontist that I decided to go with provided something that would enable me to provide instant kind of updates to my orthodontist and get feedback on a weekly basis. And so they gave me a scanner with an app that would enable me to take shots of the inside of my jaw or my mouth with and without the liner trays on, so then they can actually get a quick snapshot of how things are progressing and let me know whether or not I'm ready to move on to the next set. So the idea is to get up, send updates and get or recommendation to either I believe stay with the current set for maybe a few more days, and or move on to the next depending on your progress. And so yeah, so far it's been great. I like the fact that I can provide those updates, and so I don't have to necessarily, go to the clinic um, more frequently, because I quite busy, and so that I really value. I like the fact that they're quite using innovative technology and up to date stuff to ensure that you're always kind of well taken care of, and they're well aware of all of their patients' updates. And so um, great. I'm going to go into some of these questions here. So what was the cost? I believe that I paid approximately $8,350 Canadian. And so I do know that clinics will typically have some sort of payment plan. So if you don't have the full funds at that particular time, they give you the opportunity to kind of space out the payments on a monthly basis. And so so quite expensive, but as mentioned, your teeth are forever, and so you want to make sure that you treat it well, right? So how long will my procedure take? So for me, it will take about 17 months. I believe another dentist actually estimated about 2 years, and so time is going pretty quickly, right? So for me, as mentioned, I'm a little bit past week. The first month. I believe I'm on the 7th trays, and so I'm already 7 weeks into it. I actually was able to increase the speed at which I can move on to the next set. And so I'll give you some tips on how you can possibly do that. But yeah, I believe that for most people, it's going to take roughly 2 years. And so just kind of be cognizant of that, right? So I will talk about how to take care of your Invisalign. So the next question is, how will it impact your life? And so as mentioned, it will definitely impact your life. They recommend that you wear your aligners at least 22 hours within the day. So you're only taking it out when you eat. And so yeah, you want to put it in your mouth as long as possible throughout the day. Also keep in mind you need a very good regimen with respect to cleaning your aligners and your teeth after you eat, because over time it will you will get some stains on your teeth no matter how hard you try to clean it. I tried a lot of things, but which I'll get to in a second. But if your lifestyle is to go out to eat with your friends or someone, then you have to plan for that, meaning that you have to bring in your bag or carrying bag, sort of toothbrush, toothpaste, things to help. There's a few tools that you can bring along with you, and so to ensure that you clean your teeth, you brush your teeth, as well as clean your aligners. So just be cognizant that you have to wear it, because I believe that if you don't, then you're not giving your teeth the chance to move into position for that particular aligner trays. The next question is how to put on and take out your aligners. So Invisalign liners. And so I found that when I was taught to use my fingers, and so the way that I was taught is to kind of within the inside go to the back and yank it up, and then yank the other side, and then yank it out. Same thing with the top as well. Yank from the inside back and then out down. I found that actually using the Invisalign kind of key tool to kind of help reach back, and helps a lot. And I found that when I tried to kind of pull it across, it didn't really work. But when you lift it up at the back, it actually lifts it up, and then I'll do the other side, and then pull it out. Same thing with the top. And I have elastic, and so I was told to use the elastic on the right side throughout the day, and then I'll put in the left side and keep the right side in um, when I go to sleep. And so, kind of my process is before I eat, I take out my liners. I actually put it into an ultrasonicator, which I purchased off of Amazon, and also I use the Invisalign crystals. I also bought some other like cleaning tablets. I haven't used those yet. Once I use those, I'll let you know how that goes. But every time I take it out, I put it in there so that it goes through a pretty thorough clean. Then I'll eat. I'll even drink coffee, and after that's done, I will then brush my teeth. So I have a pretty strict regimen. First of all, I give my teeth a rinse. I floss my teeth, and then I brush my teeth, and then I use the tongue scraper, and then I also have the um, the water pick tool that it basically a water floss that kind of goes. You want to kind of get through all of your teeth, the front, the back, the tops of the teeth, and then I'll go through like mouthwash, and then I put my liners back in. And the way that I found the best way to put it in is for myself is to start with the bottom tray, and then make sure your hands are always clean. Whenever you put handling anything that will go into your mouth, right? And so I found that pushing from the center at the front down first, and then the back works the best for me. I'll do the top also, but before I put the top in, I'll actually have I'll go through it in more detail in future videos. But you add the elastic to the top tab, and then you put it from the front to the back again, like I said. Then you use a set of chewies. It's like a rubber tube that you chew on to better position the liners to your teeth. And then I use something called I believe it's a Sure Smile V Pro, and it's a tool that electronic tool that vibrates to help. It just provides gentle vibrations to help your liners fit more properly. And so I put that in for about depending on my eating regimen. The way that I do it is, if I'm going to be eating in a short period of time, then I only use it for about a minute at the most, as I'm cleaning the ultrasonicator, for instance. But if I'm going to be wearing my liners in for a longer period of time, such as after my last meal and or before bed, then I'll put it in for the full time. I believe it's about 5 minutes, and so I put it in, and then I just try to be busy and do something during that 5 minute period. But after that's done, then I connect the elastic from the top to the back. I always found it kind of I felt kind of worried that I wouldn't be able to add the put on the elastic, but it's actually quite easy. What I found was, as long as you have it hanging from the top, which is what works best for me, like I said, and then I use the tool that they gave me to reach the elastic from the top, and then I bring it down, and then with the other hand, I just basically take the end of the elastic, and when I touch basically the bottom area of where it connects to, and you let go slowly, it actually connects really easily. And so that's a system that works for me. You have to figure out what works best for you, right? So I talked about Invisalign elastics. I believe that's to help with the crossbite, I believe. How to clean Invisalign, I talked about. Like I said, I utilize several cleaning tools. I use the ultrasonicator, the Invisalign cleaning crystals, and like I said, I also bought cleaning tablets as well, which I haven't used yet. How to maintain and take care of your Invisalign, I talked about. What did the orthodontist give me? So the orthodontist, in a nice bag on the day when I had my buttons installed, it was a very quick procedure. Basically, I believe it's about 30 minutes or so, and so they basically glue the buttons like little tabs on your teeth to best attach your trays onto your teeth. So they gave me an official kind of like Invisalign kit box, and in it had a case. I believe it had chewies. It also had the key ring to help kind of remove the eyeliner trace, as well as the elastics to help to attach the elastics. Um, they gave a set of 36 trays, and so each week you'll get the updates sent to your dentist or orthodontist to get recommended whether or not you move on to the next set. They gave me elastics, the elastic tool, like I said, tray removal key tool, cleaning crystals. I believe they also gave me cleaning crystals. Things that I bought ultrasonic cleaner. I bought extra Invisalign cleaning crystals. I also bought extra, key aligner keys rings to help remove it. Just so then, if I'm ever out and about, that I have an extra set, or if I lose any, then I have an extra set. I believe that's it in terms of what I had bought to keep things clean. I believe I also bought like, toothbrush cases so that I could bring that along with me, as well as extra Invisalign cases as well. So the next question is how to speed up your Invisalign timeline. And so I think number one, try to keep your liners in at least 22 hours a day, if not longer, if possible. As well as use those chewies so then they fit better within your teeth. So that will help to align your teeth better. I think also too the Sure Smile V Pro, also the gentle vibrations, also helps to position it better, and so I use it regularly. I believe that my dentist or orthodontist recommended to only use it. I only need to use it like once a day, but I decided to use it as many, whenever I get a chance to put on my aligners within my teeth. I think those are the main things that are key. As mentioned, yeah, you want to have a good dental hygiene regimen in terms of cleaning your teeth, because your teeth may stain if you don't, because you have buttons in it, so you want to clean it as best as possible. You want to keep your aligners clean as best as possible, so you want a good cleaning regimen for that. I'll create separate videos for cleaning and maintaining your teeth, and in terms of dental hygiene and cleaning your teeth. Invisalign tips and tricks. So yeah, as mentioned, you want to make sure that just ensure that you're listening to your orthodontist and or dentist. Send them regular updates as they had kind of recommended for you. The great thing about the app that I had downloaded, and it's called Dental Monitoring App, and so yeah, it reminds me through a notification when I have to send the updates to the orthodontist to get recommendations on what to do next. Dealing with pain, and so I don't really necessarily get pain anymore. I can when I'm onto a new set, you can definitely feel the pressure, because it's basically a shifted version of where you want to take your teeth, and so I think early on the very first week, I did feel a bit more pain, just because my teeth weren't used to all that shifting and moving of the teeth. What I found worked for me the best was to drink really cold water and swish it through. And I just kind of did that throughout the day, and that seemed to help not numb, but alleviate the pain as your gums get used to the shifting of your teeth within your mouth. Other Invisalign FAQs questions. So what is Invisalign? How does it work? I talked about that. Is Invisalign better than braces? So, so that's something I didn't address yet. So the reason why I decided to use Invisalign was that it is clear, and so you can't really notice it. You might notice that you have a lisp, and I still have it like a little bit, but I noticed that it's less prominent. I did notice that my lisp start to not be as noticeable, and so I believe that your mouth will just get acclimated to wearing the Invisalign, and you just get used to speaking with it on. And so yeah, I don't really necessarily have much of a lisp, as it's not as prominent as it was when I first got it. So you will get used to it for sure. But braces, you know, things will get caught in your teeth within the braces. What else? You know, you can only eat very specific types of food, so you can't eat anything and everything. So there's a specific diet. It may actually impact your diet. The great thing about Invisalign is that, you know, when you eat, you just basically take out your aligners, and as long as you keep your teeth clean, and you have good cleaning regimen with respect to your aligners, then you know, it's pretty seamless. You can pretty much eat anything, you know, because you're not eating with your liners in, right? So what does it do? Yeah, for me, it will help with kind of improving gaps in my teeth, or overcrowdedness, or just straightening things out, and also help with a crossbite. How painful was Invisalign? Yeah, for me, it wasn't too painful. I did notice a lot more pressure on the first day or two, but I believe after the first day or two, I got completely used to it. And you know, if you're near the 1 week mark of after wearing the aligners before you move on to the next one, you actually notice that you don't even really notice it at all in terms of feeling it within your gums or your mouth. Yeah, I think that's it. So as mentioned, in future videos, I'm going to go deeper into, you know, the care of Invisalign. I'll probably get into more also like how I, you know, put on and take off the aligners and the elastics. So be sure to watch out for videos for those. And yeah, I welcome you to watch more of my other content on my health playlist on my YouTube channel. And if you're interested in health related topics and or leveling up, be sure to comment, subscribe, like, you know, engage with my content on my communities tab also. And yeah, with that said, until next time, take care everybody. Have a great one. If you like this video, be sure to check out my other videos on my health related playlist, as well as Invisalign specific playlist as well. I'll see you there. Take care for now. Bye now.